Hey, what's up guys, this is Captain, and today I want to show you the Shaman deck I've been working on, because it is a lot of fun. Now the state of Shaman these days is basically the only deck you see people playing with it, is Reynad's aggressive deck, which runs Tunnel Trogs, Totem Golems, and a lot of aggressive spells and other cards to hit their face and try and finish them off with spells and things. And that annoyed me because Shaman used to basically just be the quintessential mid-range class, but you know, it seemed to basically just be going over to aggressive face rush decks. So I tried to come up with something else that balances the early game elements with also a lot of late game, and this is what I reached. I run the Tunnel Trogs and the Totem Golems and the Feral Spirits to try and have some control early game, but instead of the other aggressive cards like Leper Gnomes, I curve out into a lot of big minions, like Kel'Thuzad, Ragnaros and Ysera. Now usually you can't get away with running these many high mana minions, they just clog up your hand too much. But the reason why you can in this deck is because of Ancestor's Call. Put a random minion from each player's hand into the battlefield. Now obviously if you can get that on something like a Ragnaros or an Ysera and have its effect proccing every turn, that's pretty great. But the opponent also gets a minion placed into the battlefield, so you gotta consider what you're playing against. But the thing is, obviously when you're playing against aggro, it's still really good because you get an Earth Elemental and they get a Leper Gnome or something. But even against a lot of the control decks these days, it's really great. Because whereas you don't rely on any minions battle cry, because things like Ragnaros and Ysera and Kel'Thuzad proc at the end of each turn, instead of it being battle cry, the enemy may well have a lot of battle cry reliant minions. If you can take an anti-heal bot out of their hand, deprive them of the heal. If you're against a Reno lock, you can take Reno Jackson out of their hand and they basically lose the game. If you're against a control warrior, you can take Justicar Trueheart out of their hand and they won't be able to reach ridiculous levels of armor. And of course, my favorite, against Secret Paladin, you can take Mysterious Challenger out of their hand and you'll never have to deal with any of the secrets. So yeah, the premise of this deck is you try and play a similar game to Aggressive Shaman early on, place these minions, try and get a bit of damage. It's possible that you'll just be able to rush them down anyway. And the great thing is everyone just assumes you're aggro shaman, so they burn their removal and things like Tunnel Trogs before you really surprise them late game by using an Ancestor's Call to get out these huge minions. Things like Earth Elemental, you cleanse the Overload with Lava Shock. You can clear the board to get in between these two stages of early and late with things like Elemental Destruction. And yeah, it's a really well-rounded, nicely balanced deck, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I just got to rank 8 with it. I plan to reach at least rank 5 by the end of the season, both for the golden cards, and also because I think if a deck can reach rank 5, it has the potential to reach legend. And I both think this deck's a lot of fun, and also pretty good, so I'm going to try and do that. Now, I recommend you all give it a go, and I'll take you into a game now. Alright. I see a little more Patron Warrior than Control Warrior these days, but it could be either. That'll do. I think the Patron Warrior matchup's pretty good. You have enough AoE to deal with their patrons. Although if it's a really aggressive variant, then you can get run down. That run like Finley Murgleton and Corcoran Lead and stuff.
Let the pain speak to me.
Try an Ancestor's Call on the set.
To work.
Okay. Still don't know if it's Patron or not.
Do you have the artifact?
Oh right, something different altogether. I really like Elise Starseeker actually. I put her into a control priest deck straight after she released, and yeah, I don't want to say I was ahead of the curve or anything, but that's now actually really good. Because in control priest you can convert the small mana kind of combo pieces like Light of the Naru and things into legendaries late game if you need them against say, a control warrior or something. I'll do that. This could be a good kill for Zed. Might this guy even be running Reno Jackson? Those are often the guys who run towards Scarab, but...
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey.
Bull would be pretty nasty, but at least I have to have Ysera the turn after. Oh my god, no way. Oh, execute there. Surely. I'm not that lucky. There we go. Okay, that's unusual. Just to see.
I dream and the world trembles.
Alright. Shield slam? Yeah. Nice. This is exactly what I'm talking about when you can take stuff like that out of their hand. It's great. Yeah, I guess I go for that. Or guarantee it hits face.
What to do?
No, I think Lightning Storm. These are more likely to be useful. And we rolled well. But yeah, actually, I've only seen this Control Warrior deck a few times, but it really just it's good at playing the long game. I'll put it that way. But I might have gotten a bit too much damage on it early. Let's do that. Yeah, like I said, these will come in handy. Alright, that's a nice game. Obviously, from my perspective, but so you know, just had the early game stuff and stabilized. Okay, so I recommend you guys give this a go. As you see, it can get some pretty convincing wins, and I'll catch you later.